Well, that can be for any number of reasons. We're not going to really worry about that. You can change them back if you like. Okay, so Vala got a high initiative. She's actually first. So the elemental's behind you and the witch is in front of you to the north.
Well, I suppose we ought to try to take out the elemental first.
And when you guys move off of that square that is the air pushing you up, it'll just be normal, like the blue is just normal ground you can walk on. So what's Vala going to do?
She's going to try her new spell.
Okay. She did Scorching Ray at the air elemental, and for some reason that was rolled at advantage. Do we know why that is?
No, but she's supposed to get 3 of them, 3 scorching rays.
Well, one was rolled at advantage, so did you mark advantage before you rolled it, or did you hold the shift key down when you rolled it?
Didn't mark advantage, and I don't remember holding a shift.
Well, go ahead and roll that again, because it shouldn't be at advantage.
How come it's not shooting all 3 missiles, or I got to do it 3 times?
You got to do it 3 times. Okay,
I pressed cast once. It's giving me advantage for some reason. I have no idea why.
Okay, on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, where it says modifier 0, there's ADV, DIS, +2, plus all that. Is ADV turned red?
No.
Okay, why is it doing that? Oh, my bad.
He's asleep, isn't he?
No, he's stunned. He shouldn't be stunned. Okay, Mike, that was my fault. I had a stunned condition on him from the last fight that I didn't take off. So that's why that was happening. So you can go ahead and roll that. Go ahead and roll that again now, Mike. Just start over.
So I'm going to lose my good rolls.
They never happened. Okay, that one's a miss. That one's a miss, and that one's a miss. So you never hit.
So I lost all of my good rolls because of your mess up.
Well, Mike, if you think about it, it was the fact that you rolled at advantage, which you don't lose things that you never rolled. You know what I mean? Like, you rolled them physically, but they weren't applied to. Who's to say that the 2 dice you rolled, a 20 and a 1, who's to say that it wasn't the 1, not the 20? You know what I mean? It doesn't really work like that.
Well, I rolled a 14 and a 15. Those are two-digit numbers.
Okay, well, you missed. So what else would you like to do?
Start off all over.
Can't do that. You have to tick off a spell and either move or end your turn.
Usually when the GM screws up, the players don't have to pay for it.
Well, I did screw up. However, I fixed the problem, and I did let you start over, and you weren't satisfied with the 3 new rolls that you had, wanting to go back to what was never really happened. So this is how I'm doing it, and that's how it is. Okay, don't forget to tick off a spell on your sheet for that Scorching Ray. The witch looking at the nearest character, which is either Bihan or Hawk. And
try to hit me, witch. See
it
what
is.
happens.
Oh, it's Bihan. It's for sure Bihan because that's who she looked at. She is going to do something fun, I think.
Oh, I only have an AC of 17. Maybe I shouldn't have talked shit. That's hilarious.
Oh no, I keep forgetting that sleet storm's a bunch of shit. It doesn't do any damage. It just knocks you down. That's no good. Okay, so instead, she's actually targeting Bihan and Hawk and doing ice darts, which miss. They both miss, actually. And that is all she can do, except for she's going to back up a little bit. And she's going to scream.
Oh, God.
And when she screams, those statues come to life.
Of course I do.
And it is now Hawk's turn. Hawk, you're up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's drama.
Want to use his inspiration.
Okay, Ashara, make sure and give yourself inspiration because you didn't have it at the beginning.
Ah, okay.
Yep, so you can use that for advantage for Hawk. You attack with your rapier and with advantage, but you miss. And you attack with your dagger. Somehow doing that while out of ammo, you must have attacked with the thrown dagger rather than the melee dagger, but that's all right. That's a hit.
No, I attacked with the melee dagger.
Well, if you read what it says in the window, it says you're out of ammo. How could it have done that?
Well, I don't care what it says in the window. I know which dice I clicked. It's the one right above my rapier. This thing's all screwed up. It's screwing me up. It's screwed up Valen. It's screwing up Hawk.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage, Mike. Calm down. I'm going to try to get him to rage quit. It's going to be funny. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Do I get the sneak attack on this?
Does that, if you have advantage, you get sneak attack? Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And of
Well, I
course,
gotta find where the sneak attack is. Thing it disappeared.
it's under your powers. All right. So you rolled your sneak attack damage, and he took that. And it's Bihan.
Okay.
I will
Bihon's
give
gonna
you
take
a, if I can, I'll give you guys a representation. Oh, nope, I guess not. There's pictures for their tokens, but there's no actual picture to show you what the animated black eye statue looks like. You just have to look at the token.
So Bihon's gonna take personal offense to what this lady did, and gonna march up to one of these statue guys and attempt to punch him in the face.
Okay.
So he's gonna make an attack with his quarterstaff.
And he misses.
And he's going to literally attempt to punch the guy in the face. Holy balls.
And he misses.
It was just a prank.
It was all just a joke. Okay. Ashara.
Uh, that was funny. That was annoying, but it was funny. Shara's gonna move out to there, I guess. Target the earth element or the air elemental, and yeah, and she's gonna cast Witch Bolt at it.
Witch Bolt, okay.
Yeah, just do the attack. Oh my god, these rolls!
That is not a hit.
Ah, that is annoying. Okay. Did you say I'm not sure because I'm getting things a little bit mixed up. Did you say that we could cast a spell and a cantrip in one turn?
If one of them is a bonus action, yes.
Ah, okay. Let's see, I moved 10, 20. Oh, do you remember how much? I'm not trying to be annoying, but do you remember how much exactly I moved? I think it was 10, 20, 30. Yeah, I think I already had my full movement. Okay.
Yeah,
She's
I
going to
think
end her turn too.
I love you, man.
new dice for Mike. Hey, Alan, thanks for the tip and the donation as well. You rock. That's 2 in one day if I'm not mistaken. Okay, this animated black statue has to do something. It's got a dude in front of him, which is Bihan. So it's going to do its attack, which is a slam. And it does the slam, and it doesn't slam you, but it tries again. Because it can. And it doesn't again. Because it can't.
Ah!
However, this animated statue, which has a movement of enough, 5, 10, 15, 25, comes around.
Oh god, no, he is flanking.
He has flanking now. But guess what? That fucking doesn't help him. On the first one. On the second one, he does hit you. 1d4 plus 2. Bullshit, that's not very much. Okay, now it is the air elemental who can get more than one person, but you guys have smartly spread yourself out. So he is going to whirlwind on Hawk. And Hawk makes his save, so he is not whirlwinded. Each creature in the space. I don't think that's an action. I think that's just a special thing. Let me double check so I don't screw somebody on purpose. On a failure, the target. Okay. Nope, that is not an action. That is just an effect. So he also gets to attack. with 2 slam attacks. The first of which hits. And the second slam attack also hits. And it is
Shit.
now Hengar's turn. And Hengar don't lack none of that. Hengar is going to... His best weapon, I think, is the... So Hengar's decision is more damage and be close, or stay back and not do as much damage, but also don't get fucked. I think he's going to do that.
Yeah, let's go with the not getting fucked.
So he's going to do his light bow. And he hits. And he doesn't have sneak attack or anything like that. So he does his damage. And that is the end of the round 1. And it is now Vala's turn. I think maybe I might end up TPKing these motherfuckers. Which wouldn't be bad. Vala, you're up. You there, Mike?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. You should use the time while I'm thinking to make sure you got all the program working right.
I'm ready to go. Program never wasn't
That's
working.
what she said before she screwed up her first spill.
All right, well, try and tone down the attitude and we'll be fine, Mike.
It's difficult.
I know it is.
When somebody else fucks up and I eat shit for it, it's difficult.
Well, that's just got to move on.
There are multiple ways to do that.
Okay, so the air elemental takes, what's it called? Magic missile damage.
Yeah, that's what the purple says on my thing.
Anything else? What a fucking dick, isn't
It's
he,
still
everybody?
there.
Oh, it's still
That's
there.
crazy HP.
She'll move to there.
Okay. If there's nothing else, go ahead and pass your turn. Okay, Hedron the Ice Witch, bitch and a half, is going to target Bihan with a chill touch and misses.
I love having high decks.
And it is Hawk. You are being swirled with the air elemental. And you can move out, no problem. Whoops. There we go, I think that's better. And you hit with a rapier. And you do sneak attack damage as well. And you miss with the dagger.
Okay. Bihun's gonna get out of this horrid position. He's gonna move there at least.
Okay.
Actually, can I cancel that movement? I do want to move there, but not until after I make my attacks.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna throw a dart at her.
So that'll be at disadvantage. Oh, seems you knew that.
Oh, well.
Yeah, because you're engaged. You have people next to you, so any ranged attack is at disadvantage.
Oh, I thought it was just against people who were next to me. Okay.
No, that's anybody,
Um,
any ranged attack. Doesn't matter who you're targeting.
then I will re-roll that at
But it's
disadvantage.
still a good roll.
Well, he didn't. He
Um,
he actually rolled 2 times.
Yeah.
So he's got to take the worst.
Well,
Well,
it's not even just that. It's I didn't apply the disadvantage that has to be there, so neither of the
right.
rolls count. In that case, I'm gonna stop trying to be crafty, and I'm just gonna hit people who are right next to me.
Okay.
And I rolled that at
That's
disadvantage.
okay. Just
Uh,
yeah, go ahead, do it again.
okay.
There you go. Okay, so after all that, that's a miss.
Right. Okay. I'm going to try to do that. And that's another
Also a
miss.
miss. Shit.
I'm gonna move right. I'm gonna move to. Yeah, I'm gonna move there at least.
Okay, no problem.
Then end my turn.
And it'll be Ashara.
Ashara would. Inspiration can give you advantage on your next roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna move down so that I'm not having to strike through Vala, and then use my inspiration.
Okay.
So do I just mark that off on my sheet?
Yeah.
Okay, and then advantage, and then I'm gonna try to cast Witch Bolt again.
Okay. And this time you connect.
Awesome. Okay.
And that's the one,
So do
a
the
bolt. So a
damage.
bolt of lightning goes there, and it stays there until each turn. You can try to do it again, right? Isn't that what a witch
I
bolt
don't have
does?
to make. I don't have to make the attack on each turn as long as it connects in the first place. I can just do the damage.
Right. That's what I meant. It stays there like continuously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I will end my turn.
Okay. But it is concentration, is it not?
Yes. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
So this statue is going to come right over here and flank you from your attempt to get out of it, which I certainly appreciate. That's what I would have done. And he's going to try his slam attack. And he hits. He's going to try it again. And he misses.
I really need to
However,
kill one of these guys.
it's now the other guy's time. And he's going to do the same 2 things. Slam attack number 1 misses. Slam attack number 2 misses. Because your dex is 5,000 above 0, I think. I don't know. Okay.
Right.
The air elemental. Oh, the air elemental recharged his whirlwind. He gets to try that again. And he can't get 2 people in it. And he's probably not smart enough to know not to move. So he's going to move, and Hawk can take an op attack at the air elemental. Don't do damage, Mike. Don't do damage yet. I'm trying to figure out why that was at advantage when it shouldn't have been.
Because I had him flanked.
Oh, yeah, but he's moving away, so the op attack comes as he moves
Doesn't
away.
matter. Doesn't
does-
matter. I still have him flanked.
Roll your damage, Mike. What a fucking ass. Hey, chat, tell me if that's right. If somebody's flanked and they move away, does the op attack still at advantage? Is he right on that? Because I don't know. Okay, so he takes that damage.
At least that's what the book says. I don't know if you're going by the book.
Yeah, I am going by the book. I
Of
just didn't
course, he's
realize
going by the book.
it said that. I also didn't realize you get sneak attack on an opportunity attack either, but you probably do since you had advantage. I don't know. Okay, so he gets over here and he's going to try to do his whirlwind again. And Vala succeeds on the on the saving throw. And so you don't get whirlwinded, but you're going to get the regular slam attacks. So the first one's a hit. And the second one is also a hit. And Vala is down, and it is Hangar's turn. Hangar is not happy about a friend being down, but thinks that the elemental is weak enough that it can probably try to kill it and get rid of it. So we'll shoot a bow. And miss. Vala makes a death save and has one failure. Hedron the
It's
Witch.
not Vala's turn. Wasn't Vala's turn.
Sure was.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that. We're moving quickly.
Yeah, we're moving pretty quick. So the witch is going to try chill touch again. This time
lady
she
just doesn't
crits.
give up. Oh shit.
Combat Tactician. The spell you just cast has no spell slot cost until the end of the encounter. If no spell is used here, you have an extra attack. Okay, that was a spell, so she gets to use it free. But it was a cantrip. I mean, chill touch is a cantrip, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter. She'll do her crit damage, and down goes Bihan.
Shit.
Bihan makes a
Well,
death
this may be
save
the
and
end.
succeeds. Ashara, two people down on the battlefield, and you're next to the air elemental.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is, huh?
Hawk's supposed to go after the witch.
Ashara comes right after Bihan, has so far in this battle.
Okay, you've done Vala, and I haven't done Hawk yet.
Okay, go ahead and do Hawk's turn. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but it goes Vala.
They're
Vala.
messing up on initiatives. They're messing up on everything.
Well, if you don't like it, Mike, then we don't have to play.
That's definitely an option.
So take your turn or not. That is a miss. Also a miss. If you're done, do not pass your... Okay, well, it's too late. So I'm going to take that death save off. Because he already made his death save. Okay, Ashara, go ahead.
Alright, first thing she's gonna do is take the damage to the elemental. and now she's going to risk an op attack and move away to make sure that it doesn't do bad things to her.
Okay. Um. And that op attack results in a hit. Oh, that I might have had the wrong. No. I had Vala targeted. Okay, I gotta fix that. Vala took an extra save that shouldn't have taken, so I will fix it. And Vala does not have 2 death saves. She dying failure. She only has 1, which I fixed. And Vala takes 17 and goes down. Not looking good, fellas.
Oh, gosh.
Animated black statue. Dashes to there. This animated black statue dashes to there. The air elemental does not recharge his whirlwind. So instead we'll just try to do 2 slams on Hawk. And the first one is a fumble, which results in stunning miss. You are stunned for 1 round. Okay, so now the air elemental is fucking stunned. So let me put that
Again?
on. Yeah, again, that happened last time. Stunned. There it is. And that's going to be for 1 round. So it most certainly is done. Hangar is trapped and doesn't like it, so we'll of course try to not be flanked. And he will do his great sword. And he will, why not? He will use his inspiration. Do NPCs have inspiration? They do now. He's going to use his inspiration. Ah, fuck, it doesn't help. Okay, Vala makes a successful saving death save. And the witch is just going to try and chill touch the NPC. Oh my god, what did I do now? Oh, Bihan. Okay, so I never untargeted Bihan is what happened there. And chill touch does $2d8. Interesting. Won't let me click on it. Alright, fine. I'll do it manually. 12. Oh shit, he's almost done too.
We've made it out of tougher.
So I don't know. Have you had 3 of 5 people on the ground dying?
Well,
So
we've had 2 die and then an NPC die.
Hawk is up and he's not dead.
You said the elemental is stunned.
The elemental is stunned, yes.
Does that give me advantage?
Let's find out. I can't remember, but I can look up the conditions here. I think it does. Appendix A. So with stunned, attack rolls have advantage. Yes, so it will automatically give you advantage if you attack it. And you crit.
Nice.
So you probably should kill it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because you had advantage, so you get sneak attack. Wow, you're a masterful use of that power. He's dead.
Finally.
Now, can I use a healing kit on Vala?
Next turn, yeah. It's an action. Oh, wait a minute. You have the healer feat. Does that allow you to do that as a bonus action?
Oh, Vala's got the healer feat.
Oh, no. Okay. Not. Okay. So Bihan makes a successful death save, giving him 2 and no failures, which is good. Ashara makes a failure. That's not good. How many is that?
Wait, Ashara went down?
Yeah, Ashara's down. She took 17 points exactly from that hit. So she's got 1 failure.
I don't. Okay, like I'm not disputing it. I
No,
just don't
but you
remember
can
what
scroll
attack.
back. You can scroll back. You can scroll back and look. She took a hit of 17 points all at once. Air elemental damage slammed her, and
Oh, okay.
Where does it say how many death saves you've got on your
oh,
character sheet?
so on the front of the sheet, on the main tab down at the bottom where your hit die are, yeah,
I got it.
and it makes tick marks and does all that. And if you get to 3, it stabilizes you and fixes all that. Is that? Did you look back, Richard, to verify that? Did I make a mistake there?
I saw an attack. It doesn't show the damage tonight, but I did see an attack made to me by the air elemental.
Okay. So animated black ice statue.
Oh, that's right. It was the op attack. Okay.
Oh, right. Okay, animated statue is going to try to slam. Uh-oh. Yep, down goes, what's his name? And once he goes down, this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, moves back there. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, moves back there. Whoops, not that far. Right there. Hangar needs a death save. He succeeds. I'm going to mark him for a success because NPCs don't have death saves on their thing. Vala gets a success. The witch sees that there's one person standing and tries to do chill touch and fumbles. Does not hit. Hawk is up.
Okay, who's in serious shape for dying? He's got like 2 failures.
Vala has 2 failures and she's right next to you, so that'd be a good place to start.
Okay, I'll use a healer kit on her, and that'll stabilize her.
Okay, I will mark her stable. And she is now stabilized.
Okay, well, what kind of conditions is Shara in?
Ashara has 1 failure. No successes.
What about Bihan?
Bihan has 2 successes.
Okay, I'll move there and get Shara next.
Okay. Bihan has a success, which I believe is 3, is it not?
Yep.
Yes, it is. Okay, so you're stable. Awesome.
Awesome.
Ashara makes her roll. Hopefully doesn't get a 1. Good, she didn't get a 1. These animated statues move back to their original places, but they do not. They are still animated. They are not. They do not go back to their solid form. And Hangar needs another. He got another success. And Vala is unconscious but stable. The witch is going to try to target Hawk again. And misses. And it is Hawk's
Okay,
turn.
use a healer kit on Ashara.
Use the healer kit on Ashara. Okay, Ashara is now going to be stable.
Do we have any potions of healing in our stuff?
There's none in the party sheet. If you have them on your character sheet, you would see it in the inventory.
I don't think I have any.
I know, I don't. I checked earlier.
Vala has a potion of healing.
Oh, okay. I'll go to Vala and get her potion of healing and give it to her.
Okay, roll 2d4 plus 2.
How do I do that again?
In the bottom left where it says modifier, just click on it and put a 2. And then once you've done that, left click the D4 and then right click it once and it'll show that you have 2 of them and then just throw it in the chat. Oh my god, minimum. Okay, well she's got 4 hit points though, so that's good. So she can actually Bihan is stable, unconscious. Ashara is stable, unconscious. The animated statues don't do anything. Oh, this guy needs a death save. And he gets a failure. So that's 2 and 1 for him. Vala is stable. The Ice Witch. Still with the chill touch.
Hey, wait a minute, you skipped me.
I did? No, Hawk goes
Vala
after
before the Ice Witch.
Hawk goes after the witch.
Yeah, but Vala goes before the witch.
Yeah, Vala's. Oh, I'm sorry. Stable. You have hit points. My bad. Yeah, you're up. Okay, so you're prone. Do you want to stand up?
Yeah,
Okay, so you're up.
that gives me 3 movement left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I can use the healer thing on Hengar since he's the only one I can reach. And he heals D6 plus 4 plus his level.
D6 plus 4 plus his level. Okay, so let's see. You can go ahead and roll the D6. So he gets 9. And he's, of course, not have to make death saving throws anymore. And he's prone. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, Vala moved to there.
Okay. So the witch will try chill touch again. And she misses. Whoops, sorry. It is Hawk's turn. Go ahead.
I got a line drawn on my board
Is it white?
here. Yeah, it says 25 feet at the end.
Is it still there?
No, it's gone.
Okay. Who knows what the hell's happening over there?
They'll move to there.
Okay.
5 more.
I put you there because you had moved your thing to between 2 squares, so I adjusted it, so that's why I just put you down. But you want to go next to Bihan right there?
Actually, you got me in the right spot. I'm going to do a thunder wave and get the witch in that statue.
Okay. You can target both of them and thunder wave away. Okay, you can roll the damage. And the witch is pushed, but she can't be pushed, so she's going to take a little bit of slam damage. I will give to her. And the other guy took damage. Okay, anything else?
Yeah, I gotta check off my spell. I'm not seeing my little spell circles.
Probably because your thing has changed on your mode has changed. So on the bottom of the sheet it says mode preparation. Change it. There you go. Now you can check off a spell. So if you're done, pass your turn, and Bihan is stable, so he doesn't have to make a death save. And Ashara is also stable. This statue who was just attacked is not happy. So it's going to step up and try to slam, and does against Hawk. Does it again and misses on the second one. The other statue does not move. And Hengar is up. And he stands up. And he's got a 40-foot movement, which means he can go 20, 10, 20 to here. Yes, he will now shoot.
Don't shoot at the witch.
Yeah, he's going to do a perception check, actually, to see if he should shoot at the witch instead. That's a good idea. And he does. So he'll do his longbow. Wait, what's the distance? 40. It's only 20 for the spear. Okay, he's going to do his longbow. And he misses the witch. And it's Vala's turn.
She's gonna move to there and use a healer skill on a Shara healer of D6 +4 plus her level.
Okay, so you can put so 14.
Nice, max.
14 on her. So that's done.
That's almost my whole health bar. Jesus, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome. That
Finish
healer
up
feat,
moving there.
that was the smartest thing to take that healer feat. All right, the witch. She is Okay, hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna do this again. Okay, this witch comes out to here. And she throws ice darts. And she hits both Vala and Ashara. Who each take 5. And Vala... What happened to Vala? Why? That's not... It shouldn't be right. Oh yeah, Vala only had 4 hit points. So Vala goes down, Ashara gets damaged, and now that the witch moved out and did that, she's going to hide behind the statue. And Hawk is up.
Yeah, I think we're doomed.
Well, you can... Oh no, Vala can't... Vala's the healer. I keep forgetting. I keep thinking it's Hawk.
Yeah, you ran out of your way to kill the healer, our one chance. We haven't got a prayer now.
Yep, I sure did. I sat here and I thought to myself, what's the most evil thing I can do to make Mike mad? And I went out of my way to kill her.
Not to make Mike mad, to make the party get killed.
No.
Let's get the terminology right.
It's just an encounter. Enemies try to kill us, it's what they do.
So what does Hawk do?
He's moving to there.
He's willing to take his op shot?
Why not?
And he gets missed. I've gone easy on these guys. I've only attacked once when they should have been attacked twice. Richard's playing it right. Mike's a fucking pain in the ass. What did he just do? So it appears, I didn't hear you say anything, Mike. I don't know if you said anything and I just didn't hear it, but it appears that you thunderwaved, is that correct?
I did another thunder wave, and then I'm moving to right there.
Okay, so you thunder waved and you didn't do the attack, you just did the damage, is that right?
No, I saw their saves go. It's cast, right? It's on my purple thing there. About halfway up, cast thunder waves.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's because
However,
you did it on 3 people instead of you could only get 2.
I only clicked 2.
Well, it says you did it on Black Ice 12, Black Ice 13, and the Witch. So we'll just
13 shouldn't have been.
we'll just disregard the 13 then. So 13 took
He was held over from before.
13 took damage, so I have to give it back to him. Oh, great, I can't see their fucking names. That's 13. Okay, and then you move over there. And Bihan is still stable. And it is Ashara.
okay. So I'm gonna get up
Okay.
and
You already were up, weren't you?
I didn't think so.
Oh, you just got
'cause
healed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna move. That's total of
So
15.
wait, you were laying on the ground when the witch attacked you?
No, but I was.
Yeah, he
Her
was.
attack dropped me. I was down. I was dead.
Right, but when she stepped out and threw ice knives over there, you were down on the ground?
I guess so. Yeah.
No, she wouldn't have done that then. So she wouldn't. Well, I'm not going to take it back now but I'm going to give you those hit points back because she would not have attacked a person who was laying on the ground. I didn't realize you were prone. I thought you'd been healed and stood up and.
Well, I didn't have my turn yet.
Okay, so how much did she do? Oh, it was 5. Yeah, because after you got healed by volley, you had 3, right? So you have 3. Okay, so you stand up.
Okay, and then I moved to there, and let's see, how far is this guy? How far is she? Okay, 60 feet. Good, right? Yes, very good. Okay, so I'm gonna create. I'm gonna use the spell. Sorry, I'm taking so long. It's Yeah, I'll just hit her with an Eldritch Blast, actually.
Okay. And you do.
Okay, and give me just a second because I need to see. Yes, awesome. Okay, I have Repelling Blast, which means that the effect it pushes her back, but there's a wall behind her. So does she take extra damage?
Yes, she will. She'll take another 5 from getting slammed into the
Awesome.
wall. So she's in critical condition.
And Ashara will end her turn.
This animated statue down, down, not down, not down. Go here. Do a hit on that guy. This animated statue does a slam on. Well, doesn't do a slam on Hawk. And Hengar now is going to fight back with his great sword. Oh my god. And he fumbles. You are compelled to
Man.
try to stop the fighting by any means necessary. He yells at the witch to stop fighting. And he begs that it all come to an end, and the witch laughs maniacally and does nothing to comply. And
Poor
Vala
Hagar.
is made a death save. Was she down already last time?
No, you just knocked her down with the witch.
That's what I thought.
I guess they never got erased when she got up.
Oh no, we
Others,
didn't. Yeah, it's up to us to erase those. So I'm gonna make all those better. So she should not. She does not have 2. She just has 1. And now the witch is going to attack the animated statue. No, she's not going to do that. She is going to attack the dude next to her. with you gotta be kidding me. Ranged. No way. She doesn't have any
That's
melee
awesome.
weapons? Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, she doesn't have any melee weapons, so she's gonna step back. She'll take an op shot from Hawk. Didn't have her targeted, so let's drop that on her. 14's a hit. You can roll the damage. Still didn't have her targeted, so we'll drop that on her. I think that's gonna kill her. Yep, she's dead.
Awesome.
And much like the Wizard of Oz, you hear, ah! She doesn't say my pretty, but she makes that scream. And that was her turn, so she doesn't have another turn. She's dead. So it is Hawk.
He'll fly to there and use his healer kit on Val as a stabilizer.
Okay, you gonna take a nap shot?
Sure.
Okay. That was a crit.
Oh shit.
So you take that and fly over to Vala, and you can use a healing kit on her.
Yeah, and she'll stabilize.
Oh, you're not going to do the thing where you give him hit points?
He's not the healer. Val is the healer.
Oh, right.
He
Okay.
just has a healing kit and
Right.
automatically
It's
stabilize.
hard for me to remember, Mike. It's the same player, so I just get confused. Okay, so you stabilize Vala. Okay, Bihan's still stable. Ashara.
Ashar is going to make an attack on the Black Ice dude. She's going to attempt to hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
And does.
Awesome. Okay. So she's going to do her damage and then push him back into that wall.
Okay, how far does he get pushed?
10 feet.
Yeah, okay, so he's going to take another 4 damage, and that was, which number is that? Number 12?
Yeah.
That is going to ice him.
Awesome. Ice the Iceman.
All right, anything else from her?
Yeah, she's gonna move right there in an attempt to help Hangar.
Okay. Hangar is going to get slammed twice. Or, well, I'm going to try to get slammed twice. So that's a 1. Here comes the other one, and that's a miss. Oh, except for that put him down. Okay, so he's got to do a death save. I don't even know why I attacked him the second time. He was already down. And he fails his death save. So that's going to take it to Vala, who is stable. And it's now Hawk's turn.
And he'll fly and move, get to there.
He's going to fly all the way over there. With his awesome flying speed. And he's going to do a rapier attack. And he's going to do a dagger attack, and they both miss. Bihan is stable. Ashara.
Shara's gonna come around and flank this guy. And that'll give her advantage, right?
Yep.
Okay, then she's gonna cast Booming Blade, which is a normal melee attack, but if he chooses to move, he'll take 1d8 thunder damage.
What do you mean if he chooses to move?
If he willingly moves from the space that he's in
after
now.
the fact? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, see, I'll do it with my dagger.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Awesome, okay. Oh, and I didn't even do advantage.
Oh, roll it again just to see if in case you might have critted.
Oh, dear lord.
And you did. Holy shit. You critically hit him, which means you can roll. Well, the damage wouldn't be with the modifier though. It'd just be an extra D whatever that was, D4. You can roll that, and I'll give it to him. And then I'll tell you the effect is who's that? One random adjacent ally of the target is also struck, but there isn't one. Usually there's a thing that says, oh yeah, if there's no adjacent ally of the target, you have a +2 on your next attack, or +2 to save against your target spell DC versus the same foe. So if it in fact
Awesome.
gets around to you again, you will have a +2.
Yes. She will then end her turn.
Okay, this guy is going to make a last-ditch attempt. What's his name on the floor? Yeah, he's down. Okay, so eeny, meeny, D4, 1 to 2 is you. Okay, so it's going to be Ashara. You guys thought you weren't going to make it.
It was pretty close there.
Oh, those things are only a D4 +2. All right, so he does his best. We need a death save for Jimmy Jam. He gets a success. And you don't hear this very often. Round 11. Vala is stable. And Hawk has advantage.
And it didn't give me the advantage.
Well, you have to mark
It
it.
was supposed to automatically do it.
No, it does it. It automatically gives you advantage with conditions, or like if you're prone or stunned or incapacitated or whatever. But it doesn't understand what tokens are where on the map. So if it's a flanking deal, which by the way is an optional rule, not an automatic rule, you have to mark advantage. So you can just roll the same attack again to see if you crit or hit even, which you didn't. So that's 2 misses. And that is an automatic miss, but no trigger on the table. Wow, 2 1s on advantage. That's crazy. So I think that's it for Hawk. Bihan is, unless you want to move, Hawk. No. Bihan is stable, unconscious. Ashara, you have advantage +2.
Okay. Ashara doesn't like the fact that he didn't move. So Ashara is going to say, if you want to stay in that spot, you can stay in that spot, but I'm going to set it on fire. She's going to create a 5-foot square bonfire under his feet.
Okay.
And he'll
So,
have to do,
yeah, he's going to take 1d6 fire for that. Unless it's a...
well, it's
Go
a
ahead.
dex save of 13, and
Oh.
it's 1d8 fire.
Oh, so it's a... Is that a spell?
Yeah.
Is it called bonfire?
Create bonfire, yeah.
That's awesome. I never heard of it. Okay, go ahead and roll it. He succeeds.
Damn, okay. Well, the bonfire's still there, he just doesn't take the damage, unless he ends his turn on it.
Okay, if he ends his turn, he takes damage. Okay, got it. So it is his turn. He doesn't like the fire, so he will attack. And he will move away from the fire. So does that mean he takes thunder?
No, sorry, that only lasts until the beginning of my next turn.
Oh, okay, so he moves out of the fire anyway. And Hangar needs a death save. And he gets a failure. So he's got 2 failures now.
Hang in there, Hangar.
And it is Vala's turn, who is stable and unconscious. So it is Hawk's turn. There's a fire in front of you where the guy was. How long does that last, Richard? Do you make it go away, or does it burn out, or what happens?
I think it lasts up to a minute. Let me see. Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay. Is it concentration?
Yeah.
Okay. So Fuckface gets himself thunder waved again by Hawk, and he succeeds on his thing and takes half damage and isn't moved. And he doesn't appreciate it. But you guys do. So Bihan is unconscious, yet not making death saves. And is Hawk moving into the fire?
Oh, that's a fire there?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
fire
There's no
burning there.
marker. You
Okay,
got a marker?
I'll put a marker there. Yeah.
No, he would move into the fire. He was just gonna move to get ready to heal Ashara if he needed to.
So yeah, there's a fire in the blue square there. But you can. Do you want to go Do you want to go down here or something like that?
No, I don't want to move at all.
Okay. Okay, so Ashara.
Well, if this bastard likes moving around so much, I'm gonna cast an Eldritch Blast at him.
That's ranged, right?
Yes, it is, which
So
means
that would have been at
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Okay. I'll re-roll
Is
it with
she still
disadvantage.
conscious?
Yeah, Char's still conscious.
Oh wait, she doesn't appear to be.
Oh, okay. That was my
Wait,
bad.
so when did you go down?
It wasn't by my thunder wave.
I don't know when I went down.
I mean, as DM, I should certainly be paying attention to that, but I would think the player would also know when they went down. Ashara 2. Well, Did it make a death save for you? Yes, it
The
did.
last
It
thing.
even made a death save for you. So I don't know why
Wow.
we. Yeah, I wasn't because Mike was asking me to put the fire, so I didn't. When I was putting the fire, I didn't see that happen. So yeah, you're
The last
down.
thing that attacked me. The last thing that attacked me was the ice statue, though.
Right. So let's go back and look.
Okay, I see that was number 13.
Yeah. Yeah, so that attack didn't happen that you just did because you're down.
Right, okay.
And you have one success. Okay,
I should have been more aware of that,
so
sorry.
this guy is not going to attack you because you're on the ground. He prefers to attack alive people, or I mean, conscious people. So we'll attack Hawk instead. And does miss, and the second one is a hit, and it does 6 damage. Hangar is needing a death save. He can't get a 1. He can't fail. Oh, he doesn't fail. His next one is do or die. And Val is unconscious. Hawk apparently is the only one conscious on the battlefield against one final foe. And he hits.
Nice.
And he fucking kills it.
Holy balls, that was close.
So you guys vanquish the witch and her little statue people protectors and the elemental. You barely escape with your fucking lives. As a matter of fact, technically we have to go through this. Stable. Failure.
Well, and Hawk can. Oh wait, that's right. This
Right,
is
but
not
on
Hawk's
his
turn.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so the NPC is stable.
Jeff Hangar.
And now it's Hawk's turn, so he can stabilize Ashara, and therefore no one will die.
I didn't go there and do that.
And that way, in 1d4 hours, everybody would wake up anyway, but the tower's empty, there's nobody else coming. So you guys would all be able to wake up and take long rests and survive the entire thing. And I can't think off the top of my head when there's ever been a closer TPK without it actually happening.
Right, Jesus Christ.
So that was awesome. That's
I had
a
a lot of moonwalking there and a lot of boredom. You'd have had players falling asleep if we hadn't only had 2.
I'm not
Not a
sure.
very good.
Don't know what you mean, but whatever.
Players falling asleep. Okay.
No, but I mean because of why it wasn't moving fast enough. I don't know what you mean.
That was just an OP encounter. We shouldn't have had to fight something like that. You did do a lot of moonwalking to keep us alive.
I
I
mean,
guess
he is
your
following a
use of the
module.
term moonwalking is, I think, what I don't get.
Backstepping?
You mean when the statues ran to go protect the witch?
Nah, don't worry. If you don't understand, don't worry about it.
Are you saying that I went easy on you?
Duh.
Oh, okay. Well, then the party's dead. How about that? This game
They
is
should have been
over.
dead about turn
This
4.
game is over anyway, Mike. I mean, it's over. There's no more to do. And so you guys were successful. But if you like it better that the party died, that's fine. And party died. It's up to you. What a fucking dick. You guys, oh, I wish there was more people in the stream to witness such a fucking fiasco. So you guys either died or didn't die, whichever you decide. I'll leave it up to you individually.
Well, I'll take staying alive. I worked for it.
Well, then I don't know why you would complain to me that I backstepped or moonwalked. That's a very bad attitude.
Was not a complaint. You're reading it wrong.
It wasn't a complaint. Would you like to classify it for me other than complaint?
An observation.
An unnecessary one.
Won't do it again.
All right, so basically, you guys win. I don't know if you can win D&D, but if you can, you did. And you vanquished the witch from the land, which was the goal of the entire thing. So, since she's gone,
Find a great treasure.
oh yeah, let's check on that. Actually, she probably had. There wasn't any treasure per se, but the witch had I think an instrument. Let me check. So basically, you tell the player that they've won the whole thing and they're still searching for treasure. I don't know what the problem is. Okay, let me read her. Let me read her thing because she may have had a special implement or a. She was a witch. I don't know if she was a like a spell book thing, a person, or you might find a spell book, but I don't think she had one. Let me find out. Well, she had no armor because she had special armor that was a magical power, not physical. She was 5th level spellcaster. Nope, she was a wisdom caster, so she did it all mentally. So yeah, she didn't have a spell book or anything. And her, yeah. So the answer is no. She didn't have anything special.
I know that the encounters, or not the encounter, but that the game is over. But it looks like we have enough experience to level up. Would you mind at the end, if at the end of this session
No, did you
we
guys
took
make
time?
it? Make it. I thought 6,500 is the next level.
Oh, okay.
You guys have
I thought
5,500.
yeah, I thought that was a ridiculous amount to be over. My bad.
But I have a couple other different out of the Book of Layers, the new thing that came out. That's kind of it's got like I don't know a dozen or 15 different adventures in it per level. So there's a couple level 4 ones in there
Sure, sounds fun.
that I could do for you guys. And actually, we could. They're not really. They don't really connect to this, but the first one is an ice thing. So, or not an ice, but let me find out. I thought it said ice or a cold or something, so I thought it would be a good kind of a trend. But it's a completely separate. It's not even part of this module that we just did. It's just a separate thing. But if you guys want to continue with that, we can do it. It's called Doomcloaker's Branches. It's just one. Like I said, it's kind of a little adventure for 4th level, which is where you guys are.
Should
So
we go spend some money and buy some stuff?
yeah, so you guys can, in transitioning from one place to the other, you guys will get fully healed up, and you guys can get equipment or whatever you think you want to do. You're going to lose your NPC. But let's see here. Hold on. Let me look in the campaign guide because you guys should have got. There wasn't any treasure there, but since you're continuing and you'd probably like to have some money to buy stuff, I'll figure out a way to see if there was a treasure table in the adventure, and I can just use that. Because if there's one that applies to those characters, then it should be able to do it, even though it wasn't in the Witch Tower. But I'll apply a rest to get your characters all healed up.
Once Bihan's healed up, he's gonna attempt to jump off of the tower
Why is he gonna do that?
because of a bet that he made with God, basically.
And what does he hope to gain by jumping off the tower?
Oh, nothing. He's gonna prove his newfound 4th level ability called Featherfall or Slowfall.
Ah, so he's gonna wait till he's 100 feet off the ground and then pull the chute.
Basically.
Okay, yeah, he can do that.
Banzai.
Roll a d20, Richard, in the chat. Okay, no one, so you got it.
Cool.
Okay, so let's go to story. Jesus Christ, I got all these things open. Okay. That was... Oh, I know what I'll do. Library, that's what I want. Legacy of the Crystal Shard Adventure. Tables. Dragon's Lair. Aha! Okay, let's see.
And before we actually continue on, would you mind if we took a 5 or 10 minute break? I need
Sure,
to use the
that's
restroom.
fine. Do you want to take 5 or do you want to take 10?
I guess I'd be okay with 5.
Okay, let's take a 5-minute break, and then I'll have your treasure when you come back.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what Hawk wants to do is sell his leather armor and buy some studded leather.
Okay,
I'm not sure how I do that.
I'll look at it here. Okay, so leather armor. Okay, and you want to get studded. So let me get that.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to sell my leather for half and then buy
Yeah,
the studded
so
leather for full.
I'll sell your leather and then just charge you 40 for the studded.
Okay.
Since it's 45, so that's the same. And then we can change your armor class because it goes up by 1. Right, so now you'll have 17 for armor class.
Okay, and can they buy a healing potion?
Yeah, so part of the treasure that you guys found was 1,000 gold, so 250 each, and 4 healing potions. So you got one already, but you can buy more. You can buy pretty much as many as you want for 50 apiece.
50 apiece?
Mm-hmm. But you got one free from the treasure parcel you just found. So, and I'll put that on your sheet just here in just a second. Goddamn thing.
Okay, and they'll each buy one more healing potion.
Both Hawk and Vala will buy one more. Okay.
Yeah.
And Ashara and Bihan will each buy 2 healing potions.
Okay. So, did you hear the part about the treasure, Richard?
Yeah, I heard that we each got a potion and 250 gold.
Right. Okay. So then you're gonna buy 2 more each for your characters.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll do the math for you.
You.
Okay. So I took the 50 off of Mike's 2 characters. I took the 100 off of Bihan's 2 character or Richard's 2 characters, and Bihan and Ashara have 3 healing potions, and Hawk and Vala have 2. And I will say that Vala's healer's kit is charged back up to 10 charges.
Okay, Richard, you might want to get a healing kit for each of your character because even though you're not a healer, it's an automatic stabilization if you use it.
Right.
This is true.
Yeah, I think. How much do they cost?
I think they're
Like
25 or 5. Yeah, hold on.
No, 5.
Yeah, I'll definitely get one for each of my characters.
Okay, I will put those on right now. And you can adjust it, Richard, on each of your characters. The healing kit says 1 use. So just change it to 10 because it has 10 charges. And also I'm going to fix Hawk's back up to 10 from 6. Because you guys would obviously, buy brand new ones or whatever. And so that's how many charges it has rather than, for whatever reason, it inventories you at 1 and tells you it has 10 charges. But I like to put 10 so that you can actually, every time you do it, you can go in there and, tick it off or whatever.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
I think Vala's just dropped the 9. I don't think it likes 2 digits in that number.
It says 10 now, Mike, if you look at it. Sometimes if you you
Okay,
might.
yeah, it was
It,
before, but then I shut her off and turned it on.
yeah, if you roll your mouse over it and scroll your mouse, sometimes that changes. And you have to be really careful. It's an awesome program, but if you can very easily make adjustments to either a roll or something on your character sheet or something in the whole thing without even knowing you've done it. So you have to be very precise about that kind of shit. That's why that happens. So let's see. Okay, so you guys got all your stuff. One of Mike's characters bought different armor. Richard, so if you guys all have about 200 and some gold. So you could probably get, since you bought some, you could probably trade up on armor or do any kind of weird thing like that. Ooh, that's my medication alarm. Can't forget that. Every 10 o'clock, my thing rings and tells me don't die.
Yeah, dying is bad.
Dying's not that bad in D&D, but in real life, it's probably sucks. I wouldn't know. So, if you guys want to buy any other kind of stuff,
I'm gonna look through. I'm gonna look through a few things, but I'll just let you know.
okay.
I think I'm good.
All right, so we'll continue on, and then Richard, I'll let you, like, if you say, "Oh, I would have wanted to buy this," I'll let you go back. We can say that you just did it before we left or whatever.
Okay, cool.
So you can look as we go. Okay, so this new adventure that the four of you are setting out. Oh wait, and since it's a new adventure, I'm going to go ahead and give. I'm going to make sure everybody has one inspiration. So we'll do that. Okay.
Is there some way we click the inspiration and use it, or we just tell you?
On the character sheet at the top, on any of the pages, it says INSP, and there's a little tick mark. And if you tick it, it shows a yellow star on your thing, and if you untick it, it takes the yellow star away. And so,
Gotcha.
as a DM, I can see who's got it and who's not. I can see everybody. You only see your characters, but I can see all of them.
But when we use it, we just tell you?
Yeah, or either tell me and I'll untick it, or you can just untick it yourself. But
Okay.
it'll be obvious to that it's being used, and then we just take it away. Okay. So let me check out something here. I read this already, but I kind of forgot. So it doesn't really do me any good to prepare in advance because I fucking forget anyway. I have to read it again. Let's see. Okay, so you guys come upon someone who claims to be a powerful person and is basically wreaking havoc and causing problems in the land. And this is who it is. This isn't a joke. Don't laugh. Yeah. And this creature comes to you and says, "This place has seen strife and has persevered, but a new frigid doom looms. An icy death awaits unless you heed my warning. I am the great seer, and I hear songs of the future sung by the winds. We are here to offer assistance against the dread ice worm." And the answer to your question, Richard, that you just asked in the chat, I have no idea is the answer to that. And so Let's see. Not trying to give the full truth. Control the branch, however. And this creature tells you to go to a portal to travel to Yggdrasil's branches, where they might defeat the lindworm and its servants. And the squirrel offers to, if you will assist the squirrel, it offers to make a potion for you. To defeat the dread iceworm, you must resist its icy breath. I can help you with this by brewing a potion that will make cold a mere inconvenience. But to do this, I must have 4 ingredients: juice from a life currant, the tip of a silver thorn, a stem from a blood leaf, and the frozen droppings of the lindworm. These items can all be found in the branches of the world tree, Yggdrasil, and I can show you a nearby portal that will take you there.
Sounds good. I get some lindworm shit.
Okay, gathering the ingredients. Let's see. Okay, and she offers you. I don't know, did that little Grutilda's quest thing
Yes.
pop up for you guys? Okay, so she offers you the quest. She has promised to make us a potion of cold resistance if we can manage to obtain the following ingredients. Okay, so you guys have that.
Do we need to keep this up for any reason?
Yeah, I mean, you can just, in case you need to know the ingredients, you probably want to put it off to the side. So you guys go. She offers to take you to the portal, and once you get to the portal, it teleports you to the hidden village, and she urges you to hurry up and complete your mission and come back with the ingredients. And I will show you where you guys end up. As soon as I get your tokens all on the map. Okay, so let me give you this. So you guys maybe need to stay the branch. You know, you can see that the branches are above the ground. I only wish it told me like how high those were. Well, I'll just read it. As you emerge from the portal, the ever-present smell of pine is replaced by a sweeter, fruity scent. You stand on a colossal branch, its rough bark making your footing unsure. Many more branches, all extending in different directions, obscure your view. Plump red berries, each at least 3 feet in diameter, are attached to smaller branches of the one you travel. So you guys are setting out to get, I think one of the things was the juice from these berries, if I'm not mistaken.
Do we have anything to put the juice in?
I'll say that you guys have let's see. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, they didn't. You'd think they would have. They really don't address that. So I'll say that you guys have a vial for the juice if you have to squeeze it out of the berry or whatever. They don't really. They don't get into it. So I'll say yes.
So you just gotta go pick a berry.
You've got to find the berries and pick them. Yeah.
Oh, those orange things aren't the berries?
Let me just read a little bit more here. Oh, they do address it. Okay, suitable container. So yeah, you guys would have known when the squirrel appeared to tell you. You would have known that you needed some vials. So I'll say that you were able to get those before you left to carry the juice. Yeah. So those orange berries, they say they're red, but yeah, you're right, they're orange. Those are the ones that you have to try to get the juice out of.
Well, it doesn't seem too hard.
Okay, so there's not really initiative or anything at this time, but you guys can tell me what you want to do. And
How many of the berries are we gonna need?
um, just berry from one from or juice from one berry, I think.
Okay, go over there and grab a berry.
Okay. So Hawk is he can fly. I see what you're doing. So Hawk is hovering.
And grabbing a berry.
Okay, and you're just gonna grab it.
Yeah, what I'll
So
do is take hold of it, and then if it's got a stem, I'll cut the stem with my dagger.
okay. Okay, so you cut the stem and the berry explodes. So I need a DC, or I mean, I need a dexterity saving throw from, I'm assuming this is Hawk. Okay, and you pass. uh, so since you were able to duck out of the way of this exploding berry, you don't get hit by its nasty juice, but that berry blew up. And you know that when picking berries, you should take especially careful care because they're very delicate.
Huh. So are you saying that it was the force with which he like it set it off, some kind of like glycerin explosion or something? I don't think glycerin is the word I'm looking for, but nevertheless.
Well, it
I
was
Or
didn't
is
all
it
try to rip it off. I just took a hold of it and tried to cut the thing off the stem
right,
with my dagger.
and it was only because he grabbed it and cut it, and just like a normal person would do without really thinking about it. But because he didn't take extra special care, it blew up. So now that that's happened, you guys all know that you have to take extra special care to get the berries, or they might explode. So
Well,
then go ahead.
sorry. Um, Basically, I was just gonna say I naturally have fire resistance, so I mean, let me just handle this so that we don't risk the party getting hurt.
Ah, but you have berry resistance.
Right. And just as you guys are discussing that, you may roll initiative.
Ah, okay.
Because
By
what
the
shows
way,
up but 3 of these dudes?
it can wait until after combat.
Three of these dudes come scurrying out.
Look like officials.
While a Hungren's face resembles that of a great raven or crow, it lacks wings and has a much more solid frame. Most are pitch black, although smattering have white feathers and red flecks. Okay, so you guys all got your initiatives. And first to act is Ihan.
Okay. Let's see. They're out there a bit, so I won't be able to catch up to them, at least not likely. Yeah, I'm gonna move there. I may as well go the extra 40. Why not? Sorry about that. And then I'm gonna target Scout 7
Okay?
and throw what's it called? Where is it? Oh yeah, that's in actions anyways. And throw a dart at the guy.
And you crit
Awesome.
right
That's a great way
away.
to start this.
Who shut the lights out? Complete darkness everywhere for 1 round.
Okay.
So
And
you
then
can do your damage. And basically, what that means is everybody's blinded.
Even people with dark vision.
Yeah, it is magical darkness, so nobody can see. But they
Okay.
can't.
Even
They
though-
can't either.
What do you do, fumble?
No, it's a crit.
No, he crit, but there on my crit list, there's 100 entries for each crit, and or 100 entries for crit, and 100 entries for fumble. But on the fumble table, there are 5 positive entries, and on the crit table, there are 5 negative entries, just to make it fun. So this must be one of the negative ones. But
Certainly one of the interesting
it's
ones.
dark for them too, so whatever.
How far does the darkness go?
It's everywhere. So basically,
Completely around the world.
completely around the world, it's dark now for 1 round. And it's Hawk's turn.
Well, since I'm standing by another berry, I will take ESP to grab the berry and carefully cut it and be extra special careful and get my berry.
Okay, I'm going to say you can do that. Even in the dark, I would say that you could probably do that because you're going to feel it and be extra careful. So you're flying and you cut it. Huh?
Yeah, that's all he's going to do is just get the berry and carefully put it away.
Okay, so you're going to tuck it away? Okay, that's fine.
And he'll be done.
Okay, Vala's turn.
There's not much she can do. She's got dark vision, but if she can't see, she can't see.
Okay, pass your turn if you're not going to do anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the pass button.
Okay, well, since you're doing that, I will do it for you so I don't have to wait. And
Yeah, because I couldn't see. I was real quiet.
these guys I can't really do anything.
Yeah, it looks like something to just waste time in the combat.
It depends, because maybe somebody has a daylight spell, or maybe somebody has other things they can do in the dark.
Like Hawk.
What can he do?
So Ashara is going to what's it called? Yeah, Ashara's not going to do anything special. Basically, she's just going to try and loudly cackle right now.
Okay, and when you do that, you hear 3 loud cackles in exactly the same thing, exactly the same way you do it.
Fantastic.
And since you saw them before it went dark, you know that it's the 3 mobs that are standing there. They mimic you in your exact fashion.
Ah, okay, I see. And then she'll end her turn.
I'd like to see Dusty have this darkness. Boy, he'll go berserk.
And then they just cackle and do nothing. Let's see. Who triggered that? Was that Bihan?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's back to Bihan, and there is no darkness.
Okay. So there's God, sorry, it's 1 a.m., so the cats have decided to do their nightly rampaging around the house at this time.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, every night.
Oh my god, I
So
never put the
Bihan,
fucking slides back. Jesus Christ.
You must be on the East Coast.
yeah, well, I'm on Eastern time zone. So Bihan's gonna be like, the fuck was that? And
Sorry.
he's gonna kind of take a few steps back. And he's going to ready an attack with one of his darts if any of them approach.
Okay.
I've got an idea.
So, Hawk. Hawk targets with a short bow and misses. Scout 7. And roll a dexterity saving throw for Hawk. I guess I should have just done it. Okay. Proceed.
Jesus. Nice.
I keep forgetting I can do that myself.
They just moved you there.
Okay. And it'll be Vala. Vala targets somebody with a firebolt and misses.
I had a whole bunch of white lines on my screen.
If you want to, at the top of your screen, there on the map, I mean, there is a clear target reticle with one with a red line through it. You can click it. Why you have a bunch of white lines on your screen, I'll never know. Because I'm
But I
not.
got rid of one. I tried to move Val before we went into initiative, and she didn't move, and that white line is there. And there's another one from Hawk where his bow was.
Well, that's a targeting one. So you have, if you've targeted somebody, it's going to show you the distance and the person you've targeted. So it says 20, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't really a bunch of white lines. Each one has a purpose. And since you have
Well,
two
there's like three
characters,
white.
yeah. But how many do
There's
you have
still
now?
two.
Just one, right?
Two.
The one that's going from Hawk to Scout 7 is one. What's the other white line?
There's one going from Val up about 15 feet where she was going to move.
Okay, I should have taken that one away. Might not have updated on your map yet, but it should be gone.
Okay, it's gone.
Okay, so this guy sees Hawk and is going to fire a longbow and misses. And it is Ashara's turn.
Ashara's going to roll an intimidation check. And she's going to yell loudly and say, "Fear my power, mortals. I will not have mercy on you or your souls. Turn away and leave us to do our bidding, or leave us to do our business or whatever." She's going to take credit for having created the darkness.
Okay, go ahead and roll your intimidation check in the tower.
Oh, I've got to move things. Give me just a sec. Sorry. There we go.
Okay, you intimidate one of them who... Uh-oh, crap. I moved him and I didn't know where he was. I think he was right there. Yeah, 20 feet from Hawk. Okay, so you intimidate that guy, who's also been shot already, and as a reaction, he goes over here and kind of backs off. The other two are not shaken.
Okay. That's fine. If they're not shaken, she's going to take her action to cast Eldritch Blast at one of them.
Okay.
And that one seems closest to the edge. So, where are you, Eldritch Blast? There you are.
And that's a hit.
Okay, she's going to do damage and push him well off of the branch.
Which one is this? This is number 11 or 13?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 10 feet, right?
Yep.
All right. I have no idea. I'm just gonna call it 20 feet because I don't know how tall it is because it didn't tell me. So another 6 damage as it falls prone on the ground.
And then she will end her turn.
Okay. Why the fuck is somebody blinded? Oh, that's the berry. Okay, so this one stands back up. And you can see Hawk probably has obscured Ashara and Bihan. So it's gonna have, and also Vala, so it's gonna have to take a shot at Hawk with the longbow. And misses. And goes to here, but that represents him being under that log and not on top of it. And number 9 is going to target Ashara and shoot a longbow. What? Ghost wings? What the hell does that do? Hold on. Let me read what this does. Oh, snap. Okay. Can't do that now. So, longbow. And hits. And does some damage to Ashara.
That dickbag.
And it is now Bihan's turn.
Okay.
Who had a ready to action but didn't use it.
Yeah. Bihan's gonna move up here. Target this guy.
Okay. That's just a little climb, just a little bit, no big deal. They don't even have to make a roll or anything, just a little climb down onto that branch.
Okay. And he's gonna attempt to beat the shit out of this guy.
And he's off to a good start. Does minimum damage. And he does his unarmed strike and also hits. And has put him into heavy condition.
Okay, and what's it called? Actually, yeah, I will have spent well, I don't know if you'll. Would it be alright with you if I spend one of my key points to say that I used flurry of blows? Which
Oh, and
would
do
give me
another
one
unarmed
more.
strike? Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Aw, shit.
And you miss.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, Hawk. So you can see the guy that's below the branch, you can see him. Well, you can see them all, actually. You can see anyone you want.
Now, how do I erase who I got targeted?
Control click them again. Control left click.
Now, I can shoot my magic missiles at more than one target, right?
Yeah, but you have to declare before you do it. So you can shoot 1 at him and 2 at another guy, or whatever you want to do. But you have to decide before you do it.
Okay. Can Val see all 3 of them too?
Val can't see the one that's in the middle.
On the ground.
Well, yeah, can't see that one.
Okay, he's gonna. That guy is critical, so he's gonna shoot 2 magic missiles at him, and then he's gonna shoot 1 at the other one, number 7.
Okay, so the one you have targeted, just go ahead and do 2, and then change targets and do the other one. And you killed the first guy. And you do damage to the other guy.
And then he's gonna put his bow away and fly Fly to there.
Okay, you do that. And Vala is up now and can see both. And she does a firebolt and hits. And puts the Ravenfolk Scout into critical condition.
And she moved to there and be done.
Okay. And Ravenfolk Scout 7 is going to makes one peck attack. Is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep. Gonna run up and try to peck. And does not successful with the peck. And we'll also try to use
start Pecker Wars, huh?
trying to start Pecker Wars. And the rapier attack doesn't do any better. So it is Ashara's turn.
Ashar's gonna move here and cackle. Target. Well, before I make my attack, what's it called? That other tree branch, the one that Hawk and Vala are on, that is above the tree branch that Bihan and the scout is on, right?
Yeah, but only slightly, only like a couple feet.
Would you okay, so would you say that it covers a portion of Scout's body or full body? Like, I don't know how tall they are.
No, you can, like Scout 7, you mean?
Scout 9.
Oh no, you can fully see Scout 9. It's like wide open.
Well, I know I can see it, but what I'm saying is the branch as tall as Scout 9 or close to as tall?
Which branch?
The one behind Bihan.
No,
What
it's
the
it's
idea that
maybe
I
a
have
yeah. What are you getting at? You gonna try and push him?
I was gonna push him into the branch and also off of the one that he's on right now, so that he'd get hit
Okay, well
twice.
I'm not. Don't get too excited because I'm not about to give you slam damage and falling damage. So just do what you're gonna do, and I'll decide what I do. I get
Okay.
what you're saying. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to max it. You're trying to OP it. That's fine. I get it. I appreciate that attitude.
Okay. So I'll cast Eldritch Blast and damage.
Well, so that didn't matter. He's dead.
Yay. And I guess moved like 3 squares, so it's 15. So I'll move back to where I was, and end my turn.
Okay. So it is the exploding berry's turn, but we don't really have that. So it is Bihan.
Bihan's gonna move up
Okay.
and breathe on the guy and watch him die. Now he's going to
Probably.
do quarterstaff attack.
If you got some major halitosis, you could probably kill him. That's a hit. And
Minimum
even
damage again.
minimum damage, but you still killed him. Okay.
Maybe I got a question here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
These guys are using longbows. Can I grab one and add them to my possession?
Sure.
Okay, I'll do that. This is Hawk.
Okay, that's fine.
Can I recover darts?
How many did you throw?
I threw 2.
Yes, you can roll a d2.
How do I roll D2?
Well, there is a way to roll a d anything. You can do it, but because it's an even number, just roll a d6 or a d4, and I'll use half, and let's do it that way.
Okay.
So you get both back, but you can roll a d anything. You can roll a d33 or a d17 or a d1950. You can roll any d you want. And how you do that is you type /die space d whatever. And if you do
Wow.
/?, there's a bunch of commands there. It goes through all that.
Huh, cool.
Okay, so you guys have one berry in your backpack, and but you don't have the juice out of it. And so,
How do we squeeze the juice out?
well, I don't know. That's up to you to find out and see if it blows up in your face like it happened last time.
Oh, the bottle didn't come with instructions?
No. I'm going to be slightly moving your tokens just because I'm checking something, but don't pay no attention to me. I'll put them back where they were.
Did these birds that attack us, I think I saw a backpack on them. If I did, I want to search the bodies.
You don't find anything except for their scimitars and their longbows. Well, if you look in their backpacks, they have leaves and branches and sticks and stuff like that. And that's it.
Okay.
Well, that's not true,
I'll
is it?
take one of the backpacks from one of them and empty it all out, just dump it down on the ground.
Okay.
Then with the backpack open, fly over to that berry and put the backpack around it.
Okay. So you're going to leave the berry attached to the branch and then just engulf it with the backpack?
Yep.
And then what?
Once I get it engulfed, I'm going to punch the berry and hopefully it'll blow up in the backpack and then I'll have a backpack full of juice.
Okay, and that's exactly what happens. You can do just that.
Nice.
And once I get that done, I'll take and put the container and drain the back juice into the container.
Okay, that's no problem. So
And
now
I
you
got a
guys
container full of juice.
So now you guys have a container full of juice.
One down.
One down. And apparently not having, well, I did read this in advance, but as I say, I forget, and then I have to go back and read it. But apparently those, I'm not going to go back and change any of the fight we just had, but those branches are about 10 feet above each other. So in other words, the one that you guys are all on is 10 feet, then the big thick one below it is 10 feet below it, and then the other big thick one on the left is 10 feet below that. So that's how that's supposed to be. But as you
Then Hawk will fly to there and look at that thorn.
okay, and you guys can re-roll initiative at this point because just as Hawk lands right where he is, out from the bottom of that branch crawls up a lot of shit.
Oh shit.
An exploding berry crawled up.
No, they're spiders.
There's an exploding berry on the combat tracker.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Whoops. Spider.
Okay, so Vala got a 22. She is first. So there are, I don't know how many, 8, 7 spiders? Oh, the bark on the branch gets more uneven as you move north. 10 feet below you, another branch runs perpendicular to the one you travel on. On that lower branch, several large thorns glint silver in the sunlight, their tips pointing up toward you. And then that's what you see. Oh no, that was these guys. So they did that. I can get them. I can give them the XP for that.
She'll do her shatter.
Okay, she did shatter on the 4, I guess, above her on the to the north.
Yeah, centered on Spider 16.
Okay, so fail, 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 fail. Okay, yeah, they all failed. So she did 17 to all 4 of those. Boom.
Now these spiders are 10 feet below, right?
No, the spiders are they're crawling up the side of the branch that you're on. So they're
That
basically
I'm on or Hawk's on?
well, oh, sorry. Yeah, again, it's the voice for the same character. So I'm looking at Hawk when I say that. So yeah, they're 10 feet below Vala, right?
But she's going to move back 10 feet and be done.
Okay. So now it's Hawk, and he's surrounded.
I understand if you don't want to do it during this combat because we're doing combat, but did you get my message?
Oh, no. I have to go back and look. Okay, that's fine. And make sure if you'll adjust that yourself, that's fine.
All right.
Adjust
you.
the money and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hawk is up.
He's going to move to there.
Okay, okay. I'll say that this. No, that's fine. Go ahead. It helps me if you announce what you're going to do, Mike.
Pardon? I was
Uh,
doing Thunderwave.
Thunderwave. Okay. So you did that. So 8,
I
8,
thought you could
4.
see what I was doing.
I can. I just, but as a DM, Mike, I'm doing many things back here. I'm not just paying attention to the chat window by itself. And it's kind of custom.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of common courtesy to, as a player, to say, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that kind of thing. Which I fucking told you
kinda
before
doing this,
900
but I'm
times.
doing the Thunderwave on them, and it'll
Right, I think I
knock
got
them
it by
to
this
even
time.
if they fail.
Okay, so number 4 and number 13. Number 4 goes here. And number 4 is the token is gonna stay where it is, but it's under the branch rather than on top of it. It's webbing. Like you blew it away with Thunderwave, and it swung under the. Basically, so in other words, it's exactly where it is, only instead of on top, it's under it.
Gotcha.
So just keep that in mind. Okay, anything else for Hawk?
Is that the only one that failed?
No, the other one I moved. I moved them both. Well, I didn't move the one because it's under the branch, not on top of it. That'd be number 4, this one.
Oh, number 4, okay.
And the other one to the left, I moved. He went down onto the other over there.
All right, the Hawk is going to fly up, and I'll move him where I want him to be, but he'll be about 10 feet up because he doesn't want to get ganked by 6 or 7 spiders.
Okay.
He'll go to there and about 10, probably up about where Val is.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, giant spider number 5. This is going to come right up here. And try to bite Bihan. And misses. Giant
These
spider
things are large.
number 3. No, they're yeah, they are large.
Okay.
Yeah, they take up 4 squares. This is gonna come right over. Whoops! Hello, I moved the whole map. I hate when that happens. Gonna crawl right over there, and also try to bite.
Motherfuckers.
This one does. You have to do a Constitution saving throw, which you succeed and only take half of the poison. And that's it. That's all that happens. Okay. Bihan is up now.
Oh, okay. Bihan is going to position himself.
You'll take an outshot if you move there.
But that's the other spider will.
Right. You want to do it?
Yeah. And I also wanted to move him. It wouldn't let me for some reason, but I also wanted to move him into this square here if I can do that, just so that he can be kind of to the one side of the branch.
That's fine. So the op shot. Please miss. Misses you.
Awesome. Okay. And then he's gonna try to beat the shit out of the spider.
Okay. And you hit.
Wow, that wasn't minimum damage.
And your next attack is a miss.
Okay. And then he's going to end his turn there.
Okay, giant spider 13. Is going to shoot a web at Hawk. And miss. Giant Spider 4 is going to crawl back up on top and also shoot a web at Hawk. And miss. Giant Spider, this one, is going to come down here and try to
Damn
bite
it.
on Bihan. And not only miss, but fumble. It ain't over till it's over. You pass out. You are unconscious until the start of your next turn. That's the
That's awesome.
spider. That's bullshit. That's funny.
If
Okay.
it passes out, does it fall down on its web?
No, it just stays right there, but it's unconscious, so it's very vulnerable and all kinds of fucking ridiculous things you can do to kill it. And that is until the start of your next turn. Okay, so that's done. Spider 16 is going to... What is our movement? This kind of movement? Okay, 30. Okay, so 10... Gonna kind of come right here. And wants to web Vala, but is going to take a negative penalty. And shoots and misses. Then it is Ashara's turn.
Okay. All of them moving there's kind of put a damper on what exactly I was going to try and do. So this makes things a little bit more difficult. Oh, hello. Hold on. That works, honestly. Okay.
This is what these guys look like.
Oh, wow. They look more like parasites of some kind than spiders. That's cool. I'm okay
Giant
with that.
ticks.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I'm gonna cast Shatter in between. I'm gonna try to hit as many of those enemies as I can ahead of me.
You can probably get 5 of them, not the one that's to your immediate right. It's a 20-foot radius, right?
It's a 10-foot radius.
Oh, it's a 10-foot radius. Oh, then that's a different story. You can probably just get 3 of them.
Get the 4 of them. She can
Yeah.
get the 4 of them on.
Right. If you do it like right there, you can get those 4.
Okay, that is
So
my.
yeah, so just target the 4 on the right and you'll be fine.
That is my intent. Wait, what? Okay. Sorry. I apparently am having a little bit of trouble with my targeting. That's why it's taking so long.
That's all right.
Okay. So Shatter. Let's do the DC save.
And the damage.
Ooh, nice.
Boom. Yep, I think you killed a couple of them.
Awesome. And
Yep,
then
you killed
she's
2
gonna
of them.
move- Awesome. She's gonna move there because she's trying to be clever and hoping that she can keep them from flanking beyond. But they're spiders, so she's really just being stupid.
Okay. And Giant Spider 10 is going to come right here. The spiders prefer to get in a nice tight group for you. You guys do your AOLs or AOE spells.
It's so
But
nice of them.
is going to target the flying hawk and shoot a web. They want to hit with the web, but they cannot do it. And we are back to the top of the round, and it is 11 o'clock, and we are going to freeze frame and stop right here because I'm about to pass out from gaming for the last 8 hours. And we will pick it up exactly where we are when we start again next time.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you for the game, Rob.
Yep, no problem.